Howdy gamers, how's it going? Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry for not uploading the last couple of days. I'm very busy with Jester MMO shit and big updates for that coming soon. But regardless, I'm gonna go and get into it. And what I wanted to talk about today was my diet. Now you probably look at my fat ass and you're like, what diet, bitch? And I promise I'm not using diet in the fucking terms of eating healthily. I'm talking diet as in how I eat. I was actually losing weight pretty alright for a while, but I recently stopped because my job right now is far more sedentary than obviously working at the post office. So I need to start working out more, but regardless, my diet's always been this incredibly strange thing, in that I don't eat food like a normal human. I feel like almost every bit about me isn't human. At this point, I'm very strongly convinced that I am not from Earth, but that's a conversation for another day. Specifically, we're just going to talk about food. And the thing about food with me is that, like, I think a lot of people are very interested in trying something new, but I feel like when you talk to your grandpa, you're like, why change what ain't broken? Like, that's the shit that kind of goes on in my mind when I'm trying to determine on food to eat. Once I kind of figure out something I like, I really have no interest in eating anything different. I don't really, especially now, I have very negative associations to eating I don't really want to get into, so I don't really get much enjoyment for eating. A lot of this it's just shitty genetics and now not being very active, and I still will continue to lose weight once I get over it, but whatever. For the most part, I just eat the same exact thing all the time, and I have absolutely no interest in changing it. I don't like going to new restaurants, and when I do go to new restaurants, I just get the same thing I get at other restaurants. I don't like eating out much, right? So I eat out very seldom, but when I do eat out, I know exactly what to order from where, because I get one thing the first time I go there, and as long as I can even stand it, I cannot be fucked to order anything new. So, I know exactly where I get from the couple of places my family occasionally go to, but when it's at home is where I get kinda crazy. And crazy in the sense of so boring it's crazy. There's something called yakisoba teriyaki beef ramen noodles. And that's just a little thing, you microwave it for 4 minutes, put some powder in there, it's just ramen noodles. These things to me are a gift from the gods. I think out of anyone, and I'll take this as a challenge, I don't know how the fuck anyone's going to prove their point, but I think I have consumed the most yakisoba teriyaki beef ramen noodles than anyone else alive. I feel like it's almost enough to justify the My Strange Addictions level of eating weird shit. Because I, on average, have eaten 1 to 2 of those a day for the last, I think, 4 to 5 years. And I just like them. It's something I like. I think it tastes good. I've never gotten bored of them. I don't eat them all the time, but there have been days, and multiple days in a row, that's the only thing I've eaten. Is that healthy? God, no. There's way a whole bunch of shit I can work on with diet. That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the dumb shit. And there's something about this stupid red packet of fucking noodles that I just first ate, and I'm like, ooh, this is good. And I didn't think at all whatsoever about what else I'm gonna eat. And then sometimes I'll get a little freaky. I'll eat something else, but it's these only select couple of things. There was about, I think 2 weeks ago, where the only thing I ate for 4 days in a row was corn dogs. I like corn dogs. Is that healthy? God, no. And I don't like them that much to justify it. I just hate thinking about what to eat, so I just like to eat the same thing all the time. Recently, I watched a documentary about someone who ate beans for 40 days in a row, and I respect the shit out of that guy. He's badass. I love that kind of shit. There's some other foods too, like imitation crab. I fucking love imitation crab. And I actually generally really like seafood, but I'm in the Midwest, so it's almost impossible to get decent seafood, and the shitty seafood we even have oftentimes is fucking insanely expensive. So I don't really ever eat seafood, but imitation crab fucking slaps ass. I like a lot of Asian shit, just generally. I like gherkins quite a bit, like gherkin pickles. Gherkins? I don't know how the fuck to say it. I just see it on the store shelf. But as you can tell though, it's that generally my diet contains an absolutely absurd amount of sodium. At this point, I think my blood doesn't move. I think it's just stationary because it's so goddamn thick. It's pretty much probably just salt now. It's fucking salt. I think just salt. I'm really confident that that's probably not the best move. I just felt like kind of sharing this. I really want to just make a pretty easy to talk about video today. I've still been very busy, but hope you guys enjoyed it. And it wasn't too dog shit though. You have a good one, gamers.